The following is a production of Boiling Springs, Upstate Prepcast.
Good evening and welcome into our fall preview here at Boiling Springs High School. Tom Dixon along with Todd Waddell. And Todd, the season's back here again. It's the fall, school starting up. Got a lot of teachers and parents going out and meet the teacher day or open house if they call it by high school level.
Meet the teacher, so we're going to have, you probably hear people in and out there meeting the the gym and the PE coaches and stuff. So this is the first year we've ever had this fall preview show. We've done mainly football with Coach Real, but we wanted to bring everybody in this year, so we've got all of our fall sports coaches coming in to do this preview. We're going to hear about everything that's going on with Bulldog athletics. So we're a little bit late starting. The weather has messed up football practice, so it got us a little behind schedule. So we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now. We didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare for this.
But we got some guests coming in. They're going to be coming one after another. They've got other things they got to do. So while we got them here, we have, they say boys and girls swimming, but it's kind of both teams working together. And if I messed your names up, like I said, kick me. I'm learning. But we got Jenna Bridges and Katie DeLozier. Is that right?
Good job.
I'm working on it. So, ladies, glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
There's no set thing to talk about other than the opportunity for you to talk about your team. I don't know how much practice y'all have already done, or if you know who you got coming back from last year. Where do you practice? What's your schedule look like? And anything exciting you want to talk about, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I'm Jenna Bridges. This is Katie and I's first season as head coach. And we work together as men's and women's head coach because we practice together as a team, co-ed team, and our meets happen as a co-ed as well. But we've had our first practice as of Monday of this week, and we actually practice at 5:30 in the morning. So,
Wow.
Well, that gets me out of the season.
Yeah.
5:30 comes more than twice a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you guys practice at?
We practice at the Thomas E. Hanna YMCA.
Okay.
So all the way in Spartanburg.
Okay.
Cool.
So needless to say, our swimmers are very dedicated, and this is not new for them. Last season we practiced in the morning as well. We were at an outdoor pool, so this is a bit of an upgrade for us to be inside, have blocks, have some flags for backstroke and whatnot, so we're really excited about that. But overall, we're just thankful to have a place to swim. When you have a lane, you have a chance, as we like to say in swimming, and we're really excited for what we have in store for this season. Yeah.
So any players that you coming from back last year that you're looking forward to seeing how they've improved, a lot of new players coming in, kind of talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, so some of our returners that I'm very excited to see how they do is Karis Ewing. She's really good. She made it state last year, placed top 10 in some of her events, and she's just really hopeful and has a lot of passion and just really good at the sport and seems to be just really dedicated. Then we've got returning, we've got Maddox Humphreys, very young, in middle school, but he has two alumni brothers, and they both signed at College to Newman.
Oh, good.
So we're very excited to see how he grows and just advances in the sport and see if he follows his brother's suits. And then we also have a girl, she didn't get to swim with us last year because of the morning practice. Her name is Abigail, and she is very good, and her mom sent me her times from year-round this season, and she already has 2 of our automatic state cuts before even touching high school water. So we're very excited to see how she does as
That's
well.
neat.
Yeah, a lot of sports like that have year-round competition. Not so much football, but you're swimming and tennis and golf and things like that. Both of our kids played golf growing up, so they had a lot of year-round stuff. I remember way back in the day, there was Sparta Aquatics was the year-round swim team. I don't know if they're still around because I'm older than dirt. We swam in ponds. We didn't have all the good indoor pools and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
You mentioned the lanes and stuff. Yet I can remember growing up, we put bricks down at the bottom of the corner to see where the turn was coming, because there wasn't. I mean, I'm not making this up. There was, and we didn't have the.
How old are you?
Moses was one of my classmates.
Jeez.
But swimming's come a long way, and it takes a lot of dedication for that type of sport. And I'm sure, as the coaches, you see that 5:30 practices, and they got academics on top of that, and they have the classwork and the travel time.
Yeah.
As far as the new region this year, of course, I guess your swim meets and stuff are inside the region. How's travel going to be, and when is your swim meets? What days are they normally on?
Yeah, so this season, luckily we get to choose which meets we do. This season's a little weird because Fort Mill's in our region. Obviously, they're an hour and a half or so away, depending on traffic. We actually decided to add another meet with them because they are a region pool. They have a really good pool at Fort Mill Aquatics. So we're just excited to have more opportunity in that pool. And then we're going to Gray Collegiate this year again. So we're doing a good bit of travel. But I think it's good for our swimmers. It gives them a time to bond in the bus and just get to know each other more, and just more challenges for them.
Yeah, so how does this set up as far as, in other sports you'll have like non-region and region schedules, and then you got upper state, things like that. In swimming, it's a little bit different than most people are used to as far as how the schedules are set up. What are y'all building toward? Are you just kind of pick and choose so many meets and then times determine whether or not you get to advance, or is it,
So basically how it works is you get to have 8 in-season meets, and technically that last one for us is a regional tournament. Some people consider it a championship, but it's not really a championship. Typically just when your whole region gets together for a meet, and that marks the end of in-season. And then at that point, that's October 3rd for us at Fort Mill Aquatics. At that point, they'll make decisions concerning who makes it to the state swim meet. So they only take 30, correct? Yep. 30 from your division. So the top 30 swimmers, whether or not they have the qualifying time or they have the consideration time, they get to go to that meet. So you're really competing with people from all across the state in your region, or in your division.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's based on what stroke they're doing, and
Yep.
plus you got the relays, I guess.
Yes.
The relay. So maybe you got somebody that's might not have be top 30, but they could make it to state in the relay team.
Yes, and we do get to take alternates as well, which is really awesome. We got to take some alternates. We did have boys relays last year to make it. We're definitely looking to bring more relays, especially on our women's side this year. We didn't have very many girls last year, but we have 7 right now, which doesn't seem like a ton.
And the 7 we have, we feel like they're going to be a really good relay, so we're very excited for that. Last year we only had 5, and one had an injury, so that brings you down just
pretty
another
quick.
one. Yeah.
So a lot of different, I guess, with different disciplines in the pool, and not just not just freestyle or backstroke, whatever. They're having to swim everything. So
Yes.
that's good. So
Katie, I know you. Obviously, I was the SRO here for a while, and I know you went to school here for what? Did you go to Warm Springs?
No, I
No, you
didn't.
didn't, okay.
No, I'm from North Carolina originally.
Okay.
My mom works at Bowling Springs High School.
Okay, the name sounds familiar.
Yes.
That's fine.
But I swam in high school at Chase High School. I swam
Okay.
for Y Sport Aquatics.
Okay.
And then I went on to swim at Louisiana State University.
Wow,
Yeah.
very cool.
So, yeah.
Baton Rouge,
Baton Rouge.
Go Tigers. Go Bulldogs. But
Go Bulldogs, go Tigers.
different levels.
The Bengal Tigers, not the Clemson
Yeah.
Tigers. No.
yeah, yeah.
The original Death Valley.
Yes.
So, on a personal note, you're engaged?
I'm married.
Married. Okay. So I didn't.
Got
I was
married in
wondering
May.
because
Yeah.
Mr. Cole sent me Delozer. I was like, I thought it was Thomas, but
It is
I
Caitlin
didn't.
Thomas now.
Okay.
I didn't want to kick you for that one.
And so,
It's brand new.
I can say Thomas.
when was the wedding?
May 29th.
May 29th.
Congratulations.
So she is now Coach Thomas.
Yes.
So it's not Delozer. Change
Why
it.
didn't you put that on the sheet?
Look, you saw what Jason Cole sent me.
See what I deal with?
Well, and I thought they had. I was just like, maybe I was just engaged. Because I just went by what
haven't
Jason
changed
said.
it legally yet, so
Oh, okay, well then there
cut
you go.
you some slack.
Appreciate that.
And we'll actually see her husband here coming up in just a little bit, who is the cross country coach. So,
Well, good.
but yeah, cool.
We're excited about the season, and I know y'all got a lot going on, and practice has started. And the first meet is when?
First meet
August 22nd.
20th.
August 20th.
at Fort Mill.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be right out there.
6
Right?
p.m.
Yes, it is.
And I think it's cool that you're taking them down to Columbia and going to Fort Mill. They get to travel. Like I said, the bonding time is great, and because they practice a lot, so they deserve to have something to look forward to. And if you
Yeah.
just swim locally the whole time, it kind of gets old. So
Well, and then
Yeah.
like the Gray Collegiate meet, like, it's a smaller meet, but it gives the kids a chance that, like the ones that don't make it to state, they get a chance to swim in the USC pool.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool experience for those that will probably never reach it.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
it's,
I mean,
it's very neat. Yeah.
yeah, especially on a high school level, only a handful are going to get to go and swim at the state meet
Yeah.
in any sport you pick. But during the season, if they have a chance to go and at least see the facilities, that's something they'll always remember.
Yes.
And I think it's great that y'all are doing that.
Very cool.
Excited.
Well, hopefully during the season, maybe you guys can make it to a football game, and we'll hit you up at halftime to see how the season's going.
Yeah, we'd love
Yeah,
to.
definitely.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll be in touch, and hopefully, good luck on the rest on your season this year, man. I'm looking forward to see the Bulldog swimmers.
Thank you.
It's going to be good. Well, I appreciate
Thank
y'all coming
you.
in. I know y'all got to get back to the open house or whatever they call it, and have fun with that, and good luck with the school year as well. I know it's
Yes.
starting up and a little bit earlier than normal, but the extra time off during the year might be good for you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with the next coach.
Hey, baby! Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's to-go.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church because we've been there. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay. And this is Auto again, right?
Auto!
Hey, this is my living room.
Home!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
All right, we're back here for our second guest. Thank you, Todd. We got Grayson Malone, the girls tennis coach, not John Malone, Todd. Grayson Malone here.
Look, I ain't gonna tell you. I got this list from Jason Cole. I ain't gonna tell you that no more.
Coach, glad to have you with us. A lot of exciting things going on here. School's starting back just a little bit early, so have to adjust a little bit, but I'm sure everybody's going to embrace it. Tell us a little bit about your team, who you got coming back, and any newcomers that you're aware of that are kind of already got your attention.
Yeah, I'm excited for the season, excited to coach these girls again. It's my second year coaching, first year last year. This year I hope I have a lot of more experience under my belt and just a lot more confidence going in. We had tryouts Monday and today, made some cuts today, and we're going to practice our first practice as a team tomorrow. Really excited. Nobody from our team graduated last year, so we have
That's
all
always a good
returners.
thing.
I know, it's always a plus. So have all returners. We added 2 other people. We're looking forward to seeing what's going to happen this season. We won 2 games last year. Hopefully we, improve that and jump that 2-win standard. Some people to highlight. Ella Dowling, a player from Chapman who transferred last year late. She didn't get to play for us last year, but she got to play for us this year. She's incredible. Every time she steps in the court, she takes it serious, and she's able to create plays and just create points that get her winning momentum. Then other people like Caroline Henderson, Jasmine Barrett, and there's so many other girls who are incredible at what they do. And they're not only just great players, but they're great people. And that goes a long way, and that really goes a long way into creating a winning culture and performing well on the court as well. So.
Well, good. Think about tennis. It's more of a cerebral type sport, so it's a year-round dedication. You like that word, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty good.
So it's the dedication they take and the type of practice, a lot of it's year-round as well.
Yeah.
So I guess you got the girls, you're encouraging them to stay involved year-round because you only have so many days that you can work with them through the school year. But to be successful in a sport like that, it's an individual thing as well as a team sport.
Absolutely. At the end of the season last year, I sat them down and just said, hey, like if you guys want to improve, if you guys want to make those jumps to, get over the teams like Dorman and Spartan High, you have to work on your own. You can't not just come out here and then just keep working for a season then quit until next season. You got to work on your own, got to get in those tournaments, got to pay money for those lessons. That's what people at Spartan High and Dorman do. So it's just, absolutely. So if you want to get to that level, we got to be committed year-round, like you said, and not just during the season. So.
And you have that kind of, hopefully you have that type of commitment on these girls because that's the only way to get better. But the fact that you didn't graduate anybody, you got people coming back, then that experience is also something that is invaluable, especially as a coach. Your second year in, you got to feel comfortable about that. What are some of the teams in the region that, you mentioned Spartanburgers and Dormans, things like that, but new region this year with Rock Hill, Northwestern, and Fort Mill, do you know anything about them or what other travel plans do y'all have? Where do y'all normally play? I mean, obviously here, but.
Yeah, we play Dorman, Spartan High. We have Chapman twice on the list this year. We have Chesney. We have Fort Mill, Northwestern. I don't know much about Fort Mill, Northwestern. We played Rock Hill first-round playoffs last year. Actually pretty good against them. We were really the underdogs in that, and we won a game that series. So that's really good, and that's really cool just that we get to go off that and then play them again as well. From what I know, the region's only gotten tougher. And from what I know, the region's only gotten more competitive and only gotten more talented. So hopefully our girls are able to use that. I always make a joke about how, all these other schools, those girls, and learn how to walk and learn how to talk on a tennis court, but we have a little chip on our shoulder to where we didn't really have that experience. So hopefully we get to use that. We get to use that for fuel. And then we go out and surprise some teams and hopefully make it tough for them this year. So
that'd be good. We're looking forward to seeing the success that your tennis team has, and I know their girls are excited about it. And, how many do you normally keep on a team?
Yeah, so I kept about 13 this year. You have 7 on an actual playing roster. You travel with 7, and then you also play 7. But then you have a JV team in case somebody gets hurt, in case somebody gets sick. But also you give those JV players an experience to, hopefully the other team would bring some girls with them.
Sure.
And then you say, hey, when you guys are done, hopefully you guys can go out there and get some experience playing some matches. It won't count to the actual game itself, but it's good experience.
But it's developmental, and
exactly.
That builds on the future.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So how many seasons have you been coach at Bowling Springs?
It's my second season.
Second season.
Yes.
Okay. Are you from around here, from Bowling Springs? Where?
Yes, I grew up in Inman, went to Chapman High School, played tennis at Chapman. So that's where my tennis background and tennis experience comes from.
All right. Are you on staff at Bowling Springs or just coaching?
No, I just coach.
Okay.
The athletic director last year reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to participate and take this challenge of coaching, and I said sure. And it was a great season last year, and I'm excited to do it again this year.
Very cool. Looking forward to seeing how the tennis team, obviously with everybody returning, that's awesome.
Exactly.
No seniors. You got some veteran leadership, sounds like coming back and everything. So looking forward to you've talked about the region being stacked again. Who won the region last year? How did that?
I think it was Riverside. Riverside has a really good team. They're incredible. They're not in our region this year.
Yeah,
though.
we lost them.
Exactly.
We lost them.
Thank goodness. So they're not in our region this year for tennis, but we do got some more teams like Dorman, Spartan High, Rock Hill, Fort Mill. I mean, all those teams have really good tennis programs. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, glad to have you with us. Looking
Sir.
forward to hearing about your success in the season, and good luck to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right. That's Grace Malone, girls tennis coach. We'll be right back.
Since 1925, Seawright Funeral Home has been caring for families in the Spartanburg area during the difficult times of personal loss. Staff at Seawright is committed to providing your family with exceptional service. They have an experienced staff. Their facility is located in beautiful downtown Inman. On site, there's a chapel, multiple viewing rooms, crematorium, and arrangement rooms. Experiencing the loss of a loved one is difficult. Allow the caring professionals at Seawright Funeral Home to honor your family with dignity and respect.
And we're back here with the fall preview, and coming up next is the boys and girls cross-country coach Drew Thomas. And Drew, glad to have you with us. cross country is something I don't understand at all. Because if you see me running, you better take off, something bad's heading this way. So I admire the discipline and the dedication that it takes to do that sport. So talk a little bit about your team and what you're excited about.
Yeah, it's definitely a different sport. Your sentiment's the same as my dad's. Growing up my whole life running, he was the exact same way. If he's running, somebody's chasing him.
Bad. Something bad's coming.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm really excited about our season. We just capped off a really successful past year between cross country and track, and that's where cross country is a little weird because it overlays into track, so you have a lot of the same kids for 9 months at a time. And we had a really successful, particularly boys season. And so working to rebuild from them, we graduated 2 seniors that both signed D1 offers. But our girls team I'm really excited for. I think we're going to be really, really competitive at the state level, and I'm pumped for it.
Well, that's always something to build on. And, of course, having 2 graduate and going to the next level, that's got to be kind of a role model that the younger kids look up to. So that's invaluable to have on your team. What about some people you got coming up or that are coming from last year that they're just before getting to that next level?
On our boys' side, we've got a good group of sophomores and freshmen. This is their 3rd year on the team now. So they've been around the block for a minute. They know the deal, and they've seen the success of those past couple of years' boys programs. So Leighton Garrett, Bentley Bryant, Ryan Blake, he's a junior. But there's a whole little group there that are all right around each other, and particularly in cross country, when you have guys that are all about the same skill level, it's really good for your program because they all tend to elevate together.
Sure.
So like if you go back to the first time the 4-minute barrier was broken in the mile, it took all of human history to get to it for the first time, and then within 3 years you had 30 other people break that 4-minute barrier. And so once
Did they drive that fast, or they ran that fast on purpose? Oh, goodness.
Faster than I was running, for sure.
So, new region schedule, new teams coming in. Tell us about a typical meet. Where do y'all go? I mean, I know we got a track here or cross country.
Yes, sir.
So, how's this new region going to affect you?
Our region's going to be competitive. Fort Mill is a dynasty, and Dorman is as well. Fort Mill on the boys' side's won 5 straight state titles, and on the girls' side they've won 4.
Wow.
There is a real world, our girls team, our girls region, that 5 of the top 4 teams in the state are in the region. Between us, Dorman, Fort Mill, and Spartanburg, I feel really confident about our ability, but I also know what those teams have, and we're all going to be pretty good compared to the rest of the state. So it's going to be competitive, but I'm excited for it. I like the challenge.
How are you? Freshman heavy, senior heavy, or are you balanced? What's the team look like?
We're young across the board, boys and girls. Our boys, we've got 2 seniors, and our girls, we've got 1. So we're a young team. That's part of what's so exciting about our girls program. We had a girl who was a sophomore last year, was all-state in cross country, which is top 10. Cool. And then she was also all-state in the track, in the 2-mile on track. And so she's now going to be a junior. We feel like she's going to make another jump. She'll be competing for an individual state title, hopefully, Lord willing, as long as we stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But we're young, and that's part of what makes it so exciting.
To be that talented, that young, it looks like you're kind of setting yourself up for the next few years.
Yeah.
How things going to go. So yeah. Now I know obviously you're a Bowling Springs boy. I've known you for quite a while. Me and my son were friends there for a little while. Went to see some wrestling together, and your grandma and my mom were very close and stuff. So it's cool to see you come up and the things that you're doing now. I mean, I remember you and Will hanging out watching wrestling when you were little now. So, but you're married now.
That's
we
right.
found that out with Coach Thomas, not Delozier. I'm just going.
Yeah, Delozier.
Look, Mr. Cole sent me the list and it said Delozier, so I put Delozier on it. But I was just like, I think they got married. So how was married life?
Yeah, it's good. It's different. Like I was telling you guys right before we came back from break, we've been so busy with her coaching one sport with swim, and then me coaching 2 with wrestling and cross country. I mean, heck, and then you add in a honeymoon and vacation with her family. I think we were at home for all of 3 weeks of the.
Y'all got to come back to work to just get some rest.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to go to work to take a break.
Exactly.
I know that feeling.
That's cool, though. But congratulations on the wedding. It's very cool. I've known both of you for a while. Obviously, you a lot longer, but being here with Katie, I knew her as well. So congratulations on that. You mentioned wrestling. We'll get into that. We'll have our winter sports preview, but you help your dad, Coach Thomas, with the wrestling team. So you stay busy year-round, don't you?
Oh, yeah, nonstop.
You go from cross country to wrestling back to track. I mean.
Yeah, this past year was the first year I didn't coach track. With me and Katie getting married, I wanted to take a little step back and focus on us. That's right.
You needed to.
But who knows? Maybe one day in the future we'll get back into the track swing of things.
Yeah.
But for right now, just 2.
What year is this you coaching at Bowling Springs?
This will be year 5.
Year 5 on cross country.
For everything.
Everything. Okay.
And now I helped out a little bit in college with wrestling.
Yeah, I remember you coming back around and stuff.
Yeah.
So very cool.
Come and work out a little bit, but that was more just being a partner back then rather than a coach.
Oh yeah. Oh, your dad's been how many years has your dad been coach here now?
This will be 16.
16. Wow. Yeah, I remember when he took it over. He's had a lot of success here. So,
yeah.
And that comes from you and your brother both coming through here too and helping him out. So it's very cool to watch you guys come back and take the reins and all this stuff. And I graduated high school with your dad, so I've known this family forever. So it's cool to be here. Hopefully. I hope for you come to games and stuff when we get through the season, about halfway through the season, maybe at halftime you can come on and let us know how the cross-country season's going and give everybody an update on how cross-countries are doing. So.
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Coach, appreciate you coming in tonight. Look forward to the season and keep us updated.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Got Coach Drew Thomas, cross-country. We'll be right back.
So how's that new Mahindra tractor, Tony?
To be honest, Chase, there's nothing more satisfying than working my land with this Mahindra. Well, nothing outside of being Rookie of the Year, winning 62 races, 3 Cup Series championships, securing dozens of sponsorship deals, and getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, getting married to a wonderful woman, owning a racing team, hanging out in my trophy room, awesome stuff.
Yeah, what? Can't hear you.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Mahindra Tractors of the Upstate, Chesney Highway, Chesney.
At Guy Roofing, we know that a roof is more than just a roof. It's spending quality time with the family. It's shelter through the storm. And it's a good night's sleep. We know roofs, and for over 50 years, we've been your neighbor, making sure you're covered. Guy Roofing. We know roofs.
Call 864-578-4594 for your consultation today.
All right, we're back here for the fall preview. Now we have head coach Macy Tate, coach the girls golf program. I'm a little familiar with it, but tell us this year, new region. We've seen that before down Highway 5. That can't be a lot of fun, but I think yesterday was your first day of practice for the fall.
Yes, first day of tryouts yesterday.
So tell us how that went. What are you looking forward to this fall? Girls coming back from last year. I know you've been building on a lot of success the last couple of seasons I've been able to keep up with. And it's obviously got to be a good feeling for you.
Yep, so we have a lot of senior leadership this year. I have 3 senior varsity players. They've all 3 been on varsity for 2 or 3 years. And I have high expectations for them. And then we're going to kind of fill in behind them with some girls who have experience being on JV for a few years. We got rained out today. We were supposed to have a shortened version of tryouts today, got rained out, so tomorrow will be our second day of tryouts. So it's still very early in the season. I don't have a lot of input yet because I have only seen them literally one day, and it was hectic, so I really didn't see that much golf.
Well, it kind of makes it tough when you're, obviously practice started yesterday, you come on tonight. Golf being a year-round type of sport for the dedicated players, but you only have so many days that you can meet with them and encourage them and try to evaluate them. So it is kind of tough with practice being yesterday and got rained out today.
Yep.
But the girls coming back from last year, I'm sure they worked in the off-season on their own. We hope they did.
They did.
And, we talked about the new region. We've been in that way before, but this time we got Rock Hill and Northwestern instead of Clover and things like that.
Yep.
What do you know about those teams and where are y'all going to play?
I really don't know a lot. I know Northwestern has a new coach this year, and I don't know much about Rock Hill or Fort Mill in terms of their girls golf team. So hopefully we see them a few times before we get to the region tournament. And then we also have Dorman and Spartanburg. Obviously we're more familiar with them. But I think the region tournament is going to be at Woodfin this year, so hopefully they'll come down for a match before then so that everybody can see Woodfin before we get to the region tournament.
So when is your first match or first tournament you're going to play in?
We go to the Lady Bingle hosted by Blythewood on August 17th. That'll be our first playing date.
That's just right around the corner.
I know.
Just right around the corner.
So hopefully it doesn't rain tryouts out tomorrow because
really?
we need to be out there.
Jeez.
So how many girls do you have coming out right now?
I believe we're going to have 13 total.
That is a good turnout. That's a good problem to have if you're going to have to decide which one's varsity, which one's JV.
Yep.
The numbers kind of work themselves out, but you got 13 to choose from. That's one good thing about this sport is it's kind of an individual sport, but team-wise as well. But having the girls want to participate is that's a step in the right direction.
Yep. And we had a lot of people out for summer workouts too. We practiced twice a week this summer and at the driving range, and we had a good turnout pretty much throughout the summer, and last spring we had a bunch of girls out too. So the ones who are playing, I've seen most of them since last March consistently. So
How many, do you have any returning from last season?
I have maybe 9.
Wow, very cool.
I can't remember. But we have a few new girls who we're excited about, and outside of my senior class, I have 5 seniors. So outside of them, we're very young, but 5 seniors is a lot. So
Any single player stand out that you're excited about to see how they progressed, or somebody new coming on the team that kind of got your eye or you already knew about?
no, our new girls, I actually found out about them very recently, like this past week, found out that we were going to have a few new girls coming out. And obviously I don't have a lot of information since it's only been one day.
Yeah.
But my three varsity returning seniors, all 3, any one of them could be our low score on any given day. So we have one returning all-region player, Bryn Lamatina, made all-region last year. But my other 2 varsity seniors from last year, J.C. Slattery and Caroline Yoder, they're all 3 very similar golfers. So all 3 of them could stand up and be our best
And they
player
can all
any given
push
day.
each other, and the team chemistry there, everybody gets along and they enjoy spending time and pushing each other to play.
Yes. And they're all very good about helping the younger girls too, which is nice.
And I noticed there's some type of indoor facility. The skills short game kind of goes first, and putting is individual, but at the same time the fundamentals have to be worked on. You know that, and getting those girls committed to that is a key. And I'm sure you've got the girls doing it, and you're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to a good season for you.
Thank you.
Maybe during a football game one night, this Friday night, you can come up to at halftime and kind of give us an update. Want to keep what's going on because golf's kind of I'm close to that a little bit.
Yes, we miss you on the golf course.
So what season is this that you're coming into now as the head coach?
As the head coach, I think this is my 7th season. I
season.
think it's my 9th season overall.
Altogether. And how long have you been at Bowling Springs for 9 years?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And of
10th
course,
year teaching, 9th year
everybody
coaching.
knows the name, Tate, that lineage has come through here with coaching.
I'm kind of partial to this one. But
with your dad and your mom, both coming
well,
through
now,
here.
bring Mom involved. She's not here, but yeah.
Well, she was here for a time. So.
Poor old Rick, he's got to take the back seat, and he should. He should.
Yeah, that's cool. But hopefully you guys have a great season. You sound like you've got. We need the rain to hold off for you, obviously, so you can get going.
It rains every time we have tryouts, every year.
Well, I mean, this is the worst time of year with the storms in the afternoon. Yeah. You never know, and it could pop up any second now.
And they hit Woodfin every time.
Yes. Now, are you planning to keep a JV squad as well to get some playing time?
Yep.
And as far as other coaches you have with you to help you that, or
Yep, we have 4 total coaches on staff, so we are ready to go. Yep, we're excited.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the season goes for you, and I'm sure you are too. Just kind of get the players where they need to be and get this weather to hold off so you can make the right adjustments and get ready for the Bengal. Yep. That's always a great tournament.
Yes.
All right, that's Coach Macy Tate with women's golf. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
It starts simply. A first meeting, a thoughtful question, a quiet moment of trust. From there, it grows into shared goals, honest conversations, and a plan shaped around your life's ambitions. Because the connection between you and your financial advisor is everything. And by investing in it, Raymond James has built a firm where things that start simply have boundless potential.
Raymond James, Financial Advisor, Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg.
Derrick Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay. And this is Auto again, right?
Auto!
Hey, this is my living room.
Home!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Hey, baby! Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's to-go.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church because we've been there. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
And we're back here for the fall preview. We just heard from Coach Macy Tate, women's golf. Now we have coming in Jennifer Bogan, head coach girls volleyball.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you with us, Coach.
Thank you for having us.
Good help's hard to find. Let's try that again. Coach, glad to have you here. Women's volleyball, Coach Bogan. Tell us about what you're expecting for the season coming up and what you're excited about.
Okay. We just finished tryouts. We are on the move now. We're setting our standards high this year. We're picking up from where we left off last year, going to Upper State. One of our main goals this year is to get past Dorman in the region.
Well, it'd be a good step.
It'd be a great step. We also are going to see Rock Hill, Northwestern, Fort Mill this year. They're all new in our region, so we're excited to go face some new teams and show what we've got.
Yes. The new region we're in, I'm sure that puts a little bit of a challenge for travel, but you get to see some different girls, and I'm sure you're excited about that. Tell us, is there any team going down Highway 5 that's got your attention that you've already heard about, or is it just you're still focused on Dorman like everybody else is?
No, we saw Rock Hill. We went to College of Charleston camp. We got to see them there a little bit, and they have some good talent, so we're going to have to work and keep playing.
Well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best,
That's
and that's
right.
the only way to get better. So you brought somebody with you.
We have Karina Tyson.
Well, glad to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're focused on for this season.
My name is Karina. I'm a middle for Bowling Springs Bulldogs. I've played on varsity. This is my 3rd year going up. Played here, fourth year being here. One of my main goals, trying to make it up Upper State again. We got a bye last year, want to bye again this year. Want a home playoff game again. Just, you're trying to be better than last year. Biggest goal.
That's all you can do is kind of build on that, try to get better. Any other players that from last year that have kind of got your attention or stand out you're looking forward to see the development?
We've got Katie Labrie, our setter. She is an outstanding setter. She's also going to be in some new roles too this year. She's still going to set, but she's also going to hit right side for us. We have an outstanding group of seniors that are coming to lead us this year with Callie Ray, Addison, Karina here, who's our middle hitter. I mean, she's our strong front here.
Got a little height to you. That helps.
Yes,
That helps.
yes. Lots of height. We also have some freshmen coming in for us this year. We're going to have a kind of a mix this year between young ones, old ones, and we're bringing in some really good talent. So, and we're excited about that. So.
Well, years ago, I was a high school official for volleyball.
Okay.
And one thing I've noticed is the volleyball players and the coaches and even the parents, they're well versed in the rules and they watch everything. And I didn't see a lot of, like your typical baseball parent where they're real vocal and don't know what they're talking about. Anytime a parent said something or a coach, the officials had to be on top of it because they knew the rules better than the officials did. Any new rules this year that kind of, they made any changes or, because every year it seems like there's something different.
This year we have 2 liberos. We can use 2 now
That would throw
instead
me
of
for a
1.
loop.
Yes, now only 1 can be on the court at a time, but we can use 2. They can switch out for each other if one's having a bad day or whatever, and it still doesn't count for a sub for us, which is fabulous. So.
And it always helped me because they always had it on a different jersey.
Yes,
That's
they
why
still do.
Okay, that's why I could keep up. I said, okay, that one's a different jersey. I know what she's doing.
Yes, yes.
Wow. So. And is this your second season at Bowling Springs?
I have been the assistant here for 2 years.
Okay.
And then after Coach Davis left, I took over this year. So,
okay. So this is your first year as head coach?
Here at Bowling Springs, yes. I used to be at Chapman High School.
Okay.
I was there for 16 years.
I thought you looked familiar.
I knew when it came out, I know her name. I know her name from somewhere. Did she go to Bowling Springs or something?
Nope.
But I knew the name. I knew it was coming around. So.
Yes.
Karina, you're not going to like this, but
it's okay.
I remember you playing basketball, and you remember when we were doing the broadcast.
I wasn't going to say anything about basketball. We're talking about volleyball.
Well, I was.
But yes, I remember.
Well, I was, because I was just like, why did you ever come out of the game? I was just like, why are they taking her? Because I was just like, that. The success Bowling Springs was having 2 years ago in basketball because you were on the floor. I thought that. I mean, with the games that we were doing, Tom could probably tell you. And I was just like, leave her in the game. Just leave her in the game.
The best part about her is she's all around athlete.
Oh, yeah,
so I mean,
yeah, and it came out last year. I was like, where's Karina? She's not playing. I was like, So, you're a senior, is that right?
Yes, right.
Okay. You got any future plans? What are you looking to do after your senior year? What's just now getting started, but don't blink because it'll go back fast.
I know. Honestly, I'm still worried. I don't know. I don't know if we're doing college ball or not. Hopefully, maybe military. I'm not sure yet. We're just still trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. Well.
The good thing is that you don't have to make a decision right now.
So I've got a little bit of time.
Because I did both. I went to college and I went to the military. So
really?
Yeah, so I did both. My daughter's playing college golf right now, and it is a job.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, I mean, academically, she's having a great time, but it takes a lot of dedication. So that's something to really think about: is can you balance the 6 or 7 days a week athletic stuff plus your classroom? Yeah. And because the grades have to come first, because unless you're going to be a professional volleyball player, everything else is what's going to take you through your life. So good luck on that decision process.
Yeah, really. Yeah. So when does the season kick off for you guys?
Tomorrow is our first official practice, and then next week we have a couple scrimmages, and then we hit off the Burns tournament next Saturday. So and then full season starts. It's boom, boom, boom. Yes.
Jeez, so y'all start right after school. I mean, school starts what, 2 days, I guess?
Yes, on Thursday.
Yeah, they show up Thursday.
Yes.
My wife started last Thursday, so yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. My wife teaches 5-year-olds. I don't think you want to do that.
So.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Obviously, following you guys last year, going all the way and pretty deep in the playoffs. Hopefully, we can see that again. We get a little bit further this year.
Yes, so. Absolutely. So.
Go beat those Cavaliers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really. Be you down.
That's right. Well, it's Coach Bogle with girls volleyball. Glad to have you with us. Good luck in the season. Good luck to you as well, and just take your time on the decision. There's no bad decision.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back.
I remember these. Will I have the money to send my kid to college? Well, that's specific. How long has that been there? 7-letter word for a bank that helps you reach your goals.
Synovus. Order for Synovus?
Thank you.
Are you Synovus?
Yes.
Are you gonna ask or should I?
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance. Let's talk about your potential.
Reese Ward with Synovus.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it! No! Sorcery! Behold my majestic strides!
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chad Wagner, State Farm Insurance. Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there.
It starts simply. A first meeting, a thoughtful question, a quiet moment of trust. From there, it grows into shared goals, honest conversations, and a plan shaped around your life's ambitions. Because the connection between you and your financial advisor is everything. And by investing in it, Raymond James has built a firm where things that start simply have boundless potential.
Raymond James, Financial Advisor, Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg.
Hey, baby! Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's to-go.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church because we've been there. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
Since 1925, Seawright Funeral Home has been caring for families in the Spartanburg area during the difficult times of personal loss. Staff at Seawright is committed to providing your family with exceptional service. They have an experienced staff. Their facility is located in beautiful downtown Inman. On site, there's a chapel, multiple viewing rooms, crematorium, and arrangement rooms. Experiencing the loss of a loved one is difficult. Allow the caring professionals at Seawright Funeral Home to honor your family with dignity and respect.
And we're back here for the fall preview, and our next guest is the competitive cheer coach, Kenzie Crow. I hope I said that right.
Yes.
Glad to have you with us. Competitive cheer it's not just cheerleading. It's a lot of gymnastics, a lot of physical activity. That's something that has always impressed me. I was like, how in the world are they doing that? So tell us a little bit about your team, the how they're made up, and what kind of, I guess, players or members of the team, and what you're excited about with them.
Okay, so we had tryouts in May, and this is my first year doing this. I kind of took over the program last year, so I got to see the talent that we had. We had so much talent, it just wasn't used in the right areas. So, from backflips to in the weight room to conditioning outside of the school, it takes a lot. I mean, we are here just as much as football players. We even practice and go to competitions on Saturdays. So we have a total of 57 athletes this year.
Yeah, they're athletes. There's no question about that.
Two different groups, a JV group and then a varsity group. And we are going to go to about 8 competitions, the varsity, and then about 6 for our JV. And we're just steady rolling. We are excited. Last year we went from being a low in the really low in the state with our numbers, and in about 6 weeks we took our numbers up to 8th in the state.
Well, good.
So super proud of them.
What's a typical season, like for football is in the fall, for competitive cheer? What's your season typically look like? You said you got 8, I guess, meets or matches or whatever.
Yes, so we will begin, we will have our showcase September 16th here at Bowling Springs High School. Our first competition will be September 26th, and then we will end our season at state on November the 21st.
So it goes through Thanksgiving, basically.
The week right before Thanksgiving, that Saturday right before Thanksgiving.
Notice I can keep up where Thanksgiving is.
Yeah. I love Thanksgiving.
And that's why I was talking to Mr. Cole when we were talking about doing this, and wanted to get you guys involved, because this is a sport, just like you talked about. I mean, you're doing a lot more than some of the
Let me tell you
some of the other athletes that are doing it. I mean, it's crazy to watch some of that stuff you guys do.
I'd just soon take on a whole football team than take on these competitive cheer girls, because they'll whoop you. Ain't no question.
They definitely will. We've got some really competitive girls, and I mean, you think the lacrosse girls are going to tackle you. Mine might come in here and tackle you too. I actually have a lacrosse player and a softball player on that come and cheer as well, and it is just amazing what they can do, the strength that they have.
And you've seen some pictures over the years, and I mean, obviously this is your first time doing it, but seeing them in the weight room, and that's what I said, they're as much athletes as anybody else we're going to have on the show, so that's why we wanted to get you here and talk. I mean,
absolutely. Well, we appreciate it. Yeah, I was a competitive cheerleader here at Bowling Springs High School for 4 years under Michelle Cole, so it's full circle for me.
Yeah.
I'm back in my wheelhouse.
I go way back when Tina Svensson used to be my next door neighbor, and she had a little success here as a competitive cheer coach.
She had a lot of success.
And her daughter was pretty impressive as a competitive cheer. So
she was wonderful.
They were our neighbors when, way back when she was young. Yes. So yeah, that's how I kind of got introduced to competitive cheer. I'd see all the year-round work that they would do.
Absolutely.
And that's what it takes to be competitive in your sport.
Yes, it's not just.
You can't show up in August and have any success between August and November if you're not working in the off season. And I'm sure they have other clubs they go to with. Was it Rockstar? I think they're still around.
No, so Rockstar is no longer around, but we do use Brick House here in Spartanburg.
Okay.
There's Designer Athletes, which is in the Greenville location, which we've used them. There's Carolina CA, which is in North Carolina. We have a few girls on the All-Star team there. It really takes outside of season work to bring in these girls to.
Sorry, we are having an open house tonight, so you're hearing some of the announcements going on.
And I flinch anytime I'm in a school and the announcements come on because I was so used to having a bad announcement. Can you send Mr. Dixon to the office?
Wow.
Telling on myself, and that was years ago.
That is very loud.
That is loud.
Hopefully,
This is probably going to be the 5-minute announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll let him. All right. Thanks, Mr. McCoy.
He's doing the best he can.
We're trying to cover it for us, so it's all good. All right.
It's all good.
Ooh,
So
that was loud.
So the season starts up real soon. You got, what you said, 57?
57 athletes.
57 athletes.
We have our first male, and I think he's phenomenal. He does power tumbling at another company around here. But he came out, he tried out, and he is
That's awesome.
gung-ho. He is on the varsity, so you will see him on the sidelines.
That's awesome.
He brings a lot of diversity to the team as well.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. A lot of people just think they're cheerleaders, this Friday night, that's all you guys do. So that's why we wanted to add the competition to this and everything. It's just the real deal. But so the team we're seeing on Friday night, is that the team that you're going to be taking to the competitions as well?
Yes, sir.
So they're not separated or anything like that?
No, not this year. In the years past, depending on who the coach was, they tried to split it up. But I feel like the team morale and the way that people bond, we want to show the people on Friday nights.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The stunts,
and that's the girls deserve that, because if all they do is just do on Friday night and don't do the competition, or if all they do is competitions, they don't go on Friday night to get to showcase it to the fans that can't come to the competition. Right. This way you showcase it on both sides, and that's what the girls deserve because they put in a lot of hard work.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm excited about your success this fall, and I'm looking forward to you building on that, and good luck all the way to state.
Awesome.
You said this is your first season as head coach, but you've done some other basketball maybe in the past?
I did basketball this past basketball season, and then I came on in June of last year as the JV assistant coach and quickly moved to head coach in the first of the season.
Yeah.
And so we went from September, I think it was the end of September, all the way to state.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was great. We loved it.
And anybody that follows Bowling Springs, the Crows, your husband, Austin, is Austin still up in football?
Austin was doing football for the last 5 years, but he said, here, you take the reins, and I'm going to let you.
I'm going to be dad for a little while.
We both did it. I was the cheer coach, and he was the football coach, and, I think we lived here with our 3 kids.
Your kids play ball and everything else, too. I mean, I know
they're still going to be the ball boys. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, playing baseball, I know your son was, plays, I think, with my nephews and stuff and everything, so it's, I know you guys. I had one kid, and I know how busy I was with one kid. I can't imagine doing 3, and then coaching and Austin coaching as well. I don't see how you do it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's hectic. It's crazy. But you've been around here. Obviously, I was your SRO for a long time and everything. Knew Austin when he played football. So, great family. Glad you're a part of this Bowling Springs organization. Look forward to what you're going to do with the cheerleaders this year.
We appreciate it very much. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming in. Again, fall season coming up. We've got Kenzie Crow with the competitive cheer. Glad to have you, Coach.
Thanks.
Good luck.
At Guy Roofing, we know that a roof is more than just a roof. It's spending quality time with the family. It's shelter through the storm. And it's a good night's sleep. We know roofs, and for over 50 years, we've been your neighbor, making sure you're covered. Guy Roofing. We know roofs.
Call 864-578-4594 for your consultation today.
I remember these. Will I have the money to send my kid to college? Well, that's specific. How long has that been there? 7-letter word for a bank that helps you reach your goals.
Synovus. Order for Synovus?
Thank you.
Are you Synovus?
Yes.
Are you gonna ask or should I?
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance. Let's talk about your potential.
Reese Ward with Synovus Mortgage.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it! No! Sorcery! Behold my majestic strides!
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chad Wagner, State Farm Insurance. Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there.
It starts simply. A first meeting, a thoughtful question, a quiet moment of trust. From there, it grows into shared goals, honest conversations, and a plan shaped around your life's ambitions. Because the connection between you and your financial advisor is everything. And by investing in it, Raymond James has built a firm where things that start simply have boundless potential.
Raymond James, Financial Advisor, Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg.
Hey, baby! Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's togo.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
So how's that new Mahindra tractor, Tony?
To be honest, Chase, there's nothing more satisfying than working my land with this Mahindra. Well, nothing outside of being Rookie of the Year, winning 62 races, 3 Cup Series championships, securing dozens of sponsorship deals, and getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, getting married to a wonderful woman, owning a racing team, hanging out in my trophy room. You know, awesome stuff.
Yeah, what? Can't hear you.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart-Haas Racing.
Mahindra Tractors of the Upstate. Chesney Highway, Chesney.
Back here at the fall preview of Bowling Springs High School, Tom Dixon with Todd Waddell, and now we have a special guest. We have our new athletic director, Jason Cole. Mr. Cole, glad to have you with us. A little exciting, a little bit different hat you're wearing now because you've been in the administration for a long time.
Yes.
Not that you're old or anything, but as long as I've known you, you've been in administration.
I sure do feel like I am.
Yeah, well, this place will do it to you, won't it? When
Oh, yeah.
when you're herding cats everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you've got a different herd to deal with because now you're in the athletic director position. Tell us a little bit about that and what you've already experienced since July 1st when you took over.
So, just it's awesome. It's just being here and being in this position is great. The coaches that we have, great coaching staff. The kids that we work with each and every day are awesome. They've been working hard all summer long. And we're sitting here in the weight room, and normally at 6:30 in the mornings, you can't hear in here because of all the weights that's being thrown around, and and then it goes all the way until noon, all through the summer. So it's been great to see all that, see the hard work that everybody's been putting in, and hopefully, in the next couple months, we're gonna see those benefits. But personally, I'm running around with my, like a chicken with my head cut off. I was telling the coaches the other day I'm gonna need their help because there's a lot to learn. A lot has changed since the last time I was in the coaching world. But I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour, and I need them to make sure I'm going in the right direction. So
I'm sure getting the input from the coaches, I'm sure they appreciate that, as opposed to you just telling them what's going to happen. Now you're engaging with them, and that's coming from experience being a coach as well as administrator. That's got to help.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's our school, it's our program, it's our community. It's nothing about me or I or any one in particular person. It's us, and that's the way it's going to be successful. Is that if we all work together and pull in the same direction.
Right. Well, this is a great community. I mean, my kids grew up through here as well by choice. I mean, there's a reason people are moving here in droves.
Absolutely.
Because there's a great thing going here at Bowling Springs High School, and you can ask anybody what is one of the main things that a person for decision making as to where they're going to live is the school system.
Mm-hmm.
And Bowling Springs is, I mean, to me, I don't think it could get any better than what we have up here. And
right.
Administration is a key part of it, as well as coaching. Took over July 1st, and of course, new region this year, so different type of coordination you have to do. What are some of the challenges that they didn't have last year, because a lot of the games and athletes were playing local? Now we're going down Highway 5 a handful of times. And not just football, it's all the other sports that you having to help coordinate as well. Tell us about that.
Exactly. So we actually had our Region AD meeting this morning, and Coach Miller, Travis Miller, who used to be here, he's the AD there, and the region coordinator is Coach Eric Rollins at Rock Hill High School. He got in touch with Miller, and Miller was, he was nice enough to let us meet there. So we didn't, us or myself and Coach Story and Coach Staley didn't have to drive all the way to Rock Hill High School. We could stop off at York. So that was a good thing.
That helped.
But just meeting with those guys and getting to know them, it was great. It was a blessing to me. And we talked about a lot of things about travel, as basketball. What are we going to do with basketball? We're going to make all of our teams travel on 2 separate days, or are we going to try to play on one day? Football is one thing.
It's Friday night.
It's once a week.
Yeah.
It's once a week. But when you start looking at your smaller sports who are going, multiple times throughout the week, then we've got some travel issues, and our kids are getting back late at night and having to get up and go to school the next morning.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I can remember when my daughter played golf here. We were in the region over there with Fort Mill and Clover and all that stuff. And a Tuesday night golf match, they're getting done at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night and having to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours back, depending on how Highway 5 and 85 is going at the time. And then get up the next morning and go to class like you were talking about. It's a challenge. It's, again, football, everybody goes out on Friday night. They don't care, because Saturday morning all they got to do is get up in time to watch football.
That's right, yep.
But during the week, that's got to be a big challenge, not just travel, but the safety as well.
Right, yes. And we drew the unlucky straw when the region schedules were set. We have Northwestern, Rock Hill back-to-back. Wow. So for our smaller sports, so like volleyball, for example, is coming up in the fall. We'll play Northwestern and Rock Hill back-to-back on Tuesday and Thursday, or hopefully we're lucky and it's Thursday wrapped around to Tuesday.
Right.
But so those are back-to-back. So there is going to be times where we're going up Highway 5 two times in a week.
Man.
Well, the good thing for us, for football season, we're going to Rock Hill and Northwestern. We go to the same stadium. Mm-hmm. So we actually could just leave our equipment there and lock the door if we wanted to.
That's right.
So that's lucky for us, but that's just back to back. But again, a Tuesday and a Thursday in the same week, a lot of miles and a lot of coordination. And then
that's right. Yeah.
The students have to obviously keep up with their academics on top of that. So.
Well, that's what you talk about. They're student athletes. They're a student before they're an athlete. So you got to think about whether they're coming in late and doing homework and this and that stuff. So that's tough being that kind of travel.
And then we're leaving out of 4th block early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our JV games start at 5 o'clock in Fort Mill, and you're not getting the Charlotte area, quickly.
A couple of cars around there. You can't get to Fort Mill without going somewhere near Charlotte.
Exactly. You're right. Oh yeah.
Up 85 and 45 or whatever, but
Highway 5 and 161, and none of that's good anymore.
No, not at all.
Back in my day, Highway 5 was 2-lane road. Now that at least got 4 lanes.
That's right.
Really.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like we talked about, though, Mr. Cole, and I've told several people since you've got the job, but and take nothing away from Coach Moxie the past few years or Coach Tate before that, but to me, this was you were the ideal hire for this job. You should, I mean, that you have poured your lifeblood, your whole family has poured their lifeblood into Bowling Springs. So if anybody knows Bowling Springs athletics, Bowling Springs High School, it's you. So I said from the beginning, you and I worked together for few years,
oh, yeah.
several years.
A good while.
Yeah, I mean, we had some good times, and me leaving, I mean, that was, our relationship was kind of hard on me, making that decision to leave. But I said from the beginning when I found out that you were in the running for it, I think Tom had mentioned, and I hadn't heard anything, and I was just like, wow, if they don't do that, they're stupid.
Yeah. That was kind of our sentiment. I was like, well, this is a no-brainer. I don't even know why they're having a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, so
if he's interested, it's done.
Yeah, again, taking nothing away from Coach Moxie, I wish him the best of luck wherever he is, and Coach Tate before that, and some of the others. But to me, this one should have been a long time ago. I ain't no telling where we'd be. But congratulations to you as as a friend and everything. It's great to see you taking over the reins of this. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with it.
Well, I appreciate that, but learning is an uphill battle. And, there's a lot to learn. Obviously athletics has changed. It's changed in 15, 16 years since I got out of the coaching world, and so there's a lot to learn. And so we're going full steam ahead, but I've got to make sure that I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah, and we were talking beforehand to go to your background. You played, obviously you played high school football here. You baseball standout here. You played college baseball. You said at Upstate, I believe.
Yes, well, it was USC Spartanburg.
The
running rifles.
He's not as old as me, but he's older than Upstate. He was a rifle instead of a Spartan.
Yeah, it was USCS back then. So, but yeah, you played at Upstate, and you came back here and you coached for a while. How long did you coach football and baseball here?
So I coached until the 09-10 season.
Okay.
Yep, 09-10 season was my last year coaching and teaching.
Were you able to coach any with your dad?
Yes. So we coached together for 2 years before he moved out of the head coach assistant principal role and went over to be the principal at the freshman academy.
That's head coach emeritus, I think, Eddie Cole there. So like I said, you and I have been knowing each other since high school and stuff. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm overjoyed for you to have the job. Looking forward to everything that we're going to do. Hopefully together. So this is our first season preview that we've been able to put together, and I appreciate all the work you did to get the schedule together. And I kind of threw it in your lap. You had to knowing it was going to be on this
We're
day.
bad about that.
Oh yeah.
Well, you kind of run out of days when you can do it, and when Coach Real was having to have practice, and we had this open house thing going on. So I appreciate you getting it all together for us, getting all the coaches here for us, and looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a cool ride, I believe.
Oh yeah. We're excited about it, and you talk about Coach Moxie. He laid a great foundation for me to step into. So I'm excited about that. I'm grateful for what he did, and I kid around all the time. I'm on a call with him about every single day. Hey, I've got this on my desk now. What do I do with it?
Well, he's a good resource to be in touch with because he did a phenomenal job when he was here as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I remember when my daughter was here playing golf, he'd come out to matches. He'd be over there in Chester watching the match. I was like, what's he doing over here? He's got a few other things to handle, but he was very supportive, and that's did a great job as well.
That's right.
I'm saying you were about every sport too, not getting paid for it. So at least now it's part of the job.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fun for sure.
All righty.
So we're going to take a quick break, come back. Mr. McQuigg hopefully will be here, and then we're waiting on Coach Real. He got a little bit of delay because of weather. Football practice still going on. He's going to come up. We're going to visit a couple of sponsors, come back, and we'll continue on with the fall preview. We'll be back.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it! No! Sorcery! Behold my majestic strides!
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chad Wagner, State Farm Insurance. Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Paris Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
Since 1925, Seawright Funeral Home has been caring for families in the Spartanburg area during the difficult times of personal loss. Staff at Seawright is committed to providing your family with exceptional service. They have an experienced staff. Their facility is located in beautiful downtown Inman. On site, there's a chapel, multiple viewing rooms, crematorium, and arrangement rooms. Experiencing the loss of a loved one is difficult. Allow the caring professionals at Seawright Funeral Home to honor your family with dignity and respect.
And we're back here for the fall preview. Tom Dix along with Todd Waddell and Athletic Director Jason Cole. And our time slot right now was supposed to be with the boys volleyball coach. I guess he's new this year. Christian Ortiz is his name.
Correct, yes.
He couldn't make it tonight, open house, and he's kind of, I guess, getting unpacked and ready to go. Hadn't had a chance to really meet with his team, so we're going to get him back on the air during football season at halftime interview. But tell us a little bit about that whole process. You brought him on board, and he just kind of found out, here I am.
Yes.
So
oh, yeah.
That's another job as an athletic director. You got all those things, all those fires to put out as well. So.
Right, that's correct. So Rachel Hyatt, she did a phenomenal job for us. She actually got the program started and built it from the ground up, and they played for the Upper State Championship last year against Norman, and fell just short, but gave it a great run, and that was a huge milestone for our program, and then she stepped into the administrative world and left us there. And left us there in May. So we were searching for a coach, and Miss Parnell, she was our glue. She's a lifesaver to me. So she was Rachel's assistant coach last year. So she just took the rounds over the summer, continued the summer workouts, and kept all the guys coming. And so that was phenomenal. I appreciate her for that, and I'll forever be in debt to her for that. And then she was actually sitting at a volleyball tournament with her son, and sat down beside Coach Ortiz, and they just started talking and sprung a conversation together, and she was like, hey, yeah, Old Springs is looking for a coach, and he's like, well, man, I'd love to do that. Yeah. So she contacted me that night, and I said, well, give me his number, and we'll get the ball rolling, and so one thing led to another, and now Coach Ortiz is here, and he's from Colombia, South America.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should have said.
Yeah, not South Carolina.
Colombia.
Colombia. Not Colombia.
It's just below Packley, dude.
So he's from there, and one of the things that we got talking about when he came up to visit. Now I was walking him through the gyms. He was talking about how nice it was. Yeah. And I was like, I'd love to play on this when I was back home in Colombia. And I was like, so what'd y'all play on? He said, concrete. We didn't get to dive after balls and do all that stuff.
It made him tough.
So I'm interested to see what he's going to do. After talking to him after the first couple of practices, he's talked about how how we got a real good chance to be very good again. So I'm excited about what he's going to do and how he's going to take us to the next level.
Do you know, or did we graduate a lot of people? Do we have anything coming back? Do you know anything about?
So we lost Antoine Murray, who was the region player of the year last year and went on to SMC and is going to be playing volleyball at SMC. So he was he's a huge loss. Yeah. And then we had some other guys that had just been in the program a lot who we're going to miss as well. And but we do have some returners as well. We got a few guys that have been here. They stuck it out for through the summer while we were in the coaching search. Sure. So they're really committed, and I think we're going to see these guys make another run to the Upper State Championship, and hopefully be successful there and find ourselves down around the Columbia area on that last weekend.
How long have we had a boys team?
This I'm pretty sure this is the 6th year.
Okay.
I believe Coach Hyatt did it for about 5 years.
When they started, was it originally sanctioned or high school league?
Yeah, we had it as a club, just a club team, and and a few of the schools around the upstate had clubs. So we just kind of all got together and played each other.
But is it a full-fledged sport, high school league sport?
It's
now?
sanctioned now. Oh yeah.
Sanctioned now.
Very cool.
Yep.
Well, the good thing is you've got a coach that wants to be here. I mean,
He does.
He's eager. So that's important. He's enthusiastic. He wants to be here, and that's just going to, bleed over to the players and keep the fire going there as well. And
That's right.
That's exciting for the boys volleyball team.
And I'm anxious to see what he's going to bring you. Just the fact that he hasn't been around us, and he's coming from a little bit of an out area location, and so I'm anxious to see what kind of newness he's going to bring.
Well, I'm anxious to see how the guys embrace their new coach and the cultural differences, and that's all part of the whole athletics. They're going to get experience a lot just by listening to him, and he's going to get to learn from listening to the guys, since he's not from, here he's from Columbia.
Right, yeah.
So I'm excited about that, because that's what high school sports is all about.
Absolutely. And one cool story is, we had somebody from Burns reach out and say, hey, we got a spot for a scrimmage on Saturday. I reached out to Coach Ortiz and Parnell and said, hey, we got an option to go scrimmage over at Burns on Saturday. It's coming Saturday. And they jumped all over it and said, Coach Ortiz said, the more we play, the better we're going to be. And
exactly.
We need these guys to be playing together as much as possible. So within 2 or 3 minutes, we're now going to Burns for a scrimmage on Saturday.
Wow,
that's
cool.
awesome.
So yeah,
that's awesome.
All right, well, Mr. McQuigg did walk in. We'll take a real quick break, a couple commercials. We'll get Mr. McQuigg on here with us, and we'll be back in just a second.
It starts simply. A first meeting, a thoughtful question, a quiet moment of trust. From there, it grows into shared goals, honest conversations, and a plan shaped around your life's ambitions. Because the connection between you and your financial advisor is everything. And by investing in it, Raymond James has built a firm where things that start simply have boundless potential.
Raymond James, Financial Advisor, Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it! No! Sorcery! Behold my majestic strides!
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chad Wagner, State Farm Insurance. Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there.
At Guy Roofing, we know that a roof is more than just a roof. It's spending quality time with the family. It's shelter through the storm. And it's a good night's sleep. We know roofs, and for over 50 years, we've been your neighbor, making sure you're covered. Guy Roofing. We know roofs.
Call 864-578-4594 for your consultation today.
And we're back here for the fall preview, Boiling Springs High School 2026. Now we're joined by our principal, Mr. Zach McQuigg. Mr. McQuigg, today was kind of busy for you, open house, and that kind of let you know the teacher's been here for a few days, but the students show up Thursday kind of like you drink water through a fire hose right now.
Man, it's exciting. It's we met with our staff earlier today, and I shared with them. And, the summers are, it's great. That first week when we get wrap up the year, get graduation done, everybody's excited. But then we spend the rest of the summer just waiting for everybody to get back. We had a Walk the Halls event last week and freshman orientation, and that just kind of got everybody reinvigorated, got us excited. And today, we had tremendous turnout from our students and our parents coming in for open house to meet the teachers. So energy's high. So yeah, we're all excited to get the kids back in the building and get rolling.
Yeah, it's a little bit earlier than normal. Like I said, I guess this new modified schedule or whatever. Yep. I personally think it's a good schedule, but I don't teach here.
Yeah.
So, but my wife does. She teaches, and she actually likes it. I think it's cool. She's looking forward to it because she's one of those in the summer that I can't wait till school starts back. There's only so much you can do in the summer away from school. She wants to be back in the class.
I think that whether the kids want to admit it or not, I think they're excited to get back to their routine and their structure. I know that there's a leadership team. We've been fired up about it, and I know this isn't the environment we're talking about, but I want to give our custodial staff a big shout out. We talk a lot about our teachers and all the work that they do, and our office staff, our counselors. but talking about that shortened time frame, we've got a huge campus here.
Yes.
And our custodial staff done an amazing job getting the building ready to go. It's the first thing people notice when they come on campus. It's clean, feels good, and a clean environment that feels good is a great learning environment, great place to be. So I want to give them a shout out and let them know how much we appreciate the work that they do. But our teachers and staff are always on it. So yeah, they're excited to be back, and we're looking forward to getting them.
Yeah, anybody that knows anything about Bowling Springs High School knows Miss Brenda. Oh, man, love that woman.
That's exactly right. She's the best. She is the best. Yeah, she's wonderful. Yeah, and her spirit is high always. So
I don't know what you're going to do when she decides to retire. If she ever decides to retire.
That is not an option for her.
Her dedication to the school, though, and Jason, you were here with us when her mom died. She came to work that day. I was like, what are you doing here? Your mother just passed away. She came to work. I mean, she loves this place. She loves these kids. It's we talked about the statue earlier. She's the one that needs to have a statue up here. She's just a stalwart at Bowling Springs High School.
Instead of your statue.
Yeah, well, I'll give it up for Miss Brenda.
You can see to Miss Brenda. She deserves it. She's wonderful. And
what a guy.
You talk about Bulldog spirit.
Oh, yeah.
She's got it through and through, and it's infectious. Kids love her. Staff loves her. She's amazing.
Yeah. What's new at Bowling Springs this year, Coach?
Man, obviously we got not new in Bowling Springs. It's funny. Coach
never
Cole,
heard of him before this year.
Cole, never heard of Cole.
Never heard of Cole.
It's new. It's first time I'm hearing it. I give Coach Cole a hard time. Anytime we interview anybody, it doesn't matter what the position's for. Ms. Cole and I have sat in on lots of interviews, whether it's for coaching positions, teaching positions, custodial positions, office staff. It doesn't matter. I always say, there's nobody that knows this school and this community better than this man right here. And so to have him leading our athletic program is really exciting for our coaches, for our players, but personally for me, knowing that I've got somebody in that role that's such a vital role at the school who is just so well known, so well connected, and there's no better person. You're not going to be a better man than Mr. Jason Cole right here. So I'm excited he's in that role. So that's new. He's not new to the building, of course, but new to this role.
New to this role.
Yep. And otherwise, I mean, we're not a lot of major changes for us. We want to continue to improve. We talk about we do a lot of things great. Last year we were the largest high school in the state to earn an excellent rating, which is a pretty cool deal.
Very cool.
And but that being said, we talked about that today in our faculty meeting. That's great. Of course, we want to have that rating. We want to represent our school, our district, our community well. But more importantly to me is how we take care of kids. And that oftentimes doesn't show up. There's no metric on a report card that shows that your kids are loved. But I think our kids feel it. I think our families feel it and know how much we value the community aspect and how much we value our kids and want to take good care of them. So not a lot new, just kind of doubling down on some of the things we're doing, making those positive connections and making sure we're providing support, love and guidance for our kids.
Well, one of the things we talked about with Coach Cole earlier is the growth that we've had in Bowling Springs. Everybody kind of just said, yep, we've got a lot of growth. Well, one of the main things people look for where they want to move is what's the school? Yeah. How is the school system? So a lot of the majority of the growth we're getting around here is because of the draw of our school system, and that's just a testament to you and the staff we have here and all the teachers and the custodial staff that makes it a welcoming place. Yeah. Talk about a little bit of the challenge of the growth. I mean, it's good to have it, but at the same time it presents some challenges.
It can, but we have, as you mentioned, we've got a tremendous staff, and we've adapted. I'm coming into year 7 at Boiling Springs High, and just the growth I've seen in the short time I've been here is crazy. I mean, we were right around 2,500 students when I first came here, and right now we're looking right about 2,900. And so it won't be long before we're pushing 3,000. But no matter how many students we have, no matter where they come from, no matter what kind of background they have, how much experience they have, we've got people here going to love on them.
Sure.
People here are going to take care of them, and they're going to make sure that we provide just great direction, great support, and make sure that they're successful. We have a saying in the districts, every student by name and need. And so it doesn't matter how big we get, whether we've got 2,900, 500, 2,000, doesn't matter. Every student that walks through those doors knows that we are going to do our very best to take care of them, make sure that they leave here with opportunity, whether they want to go to the military, whether they want to go to work, whether they want to go to pursue a post-secondary education. We want to make sure they have the tools to do that, and we've got a great staff and a supportive district who has provided us the resources. We upped our counseling department by several members. We've got 2 counselors for every grade level now, which is really helpful.
That's cool.
To make sure that those students have that support that they need. And then we continue to get teaching positions that we need to make sure that our class sizes are where they need to be so we can provide great instruction. So it is certainly a system that works well together. It's not one school, not one program. It's system-wide. I think we have the tools and resources we need for our kids to do great.
Yeah. How long have we been in this new building?
2019, I think is when it opened up. 2019, yep.
It would, you know, we got all this influx. We talk about the numbers keep continually growing, and you see all the housing still going up. So that's just going to keep getting more and more. Where are we size-wise? I mean, we hear about all these elementary schools overcrowded, and we're building a new elementary school, we're building a new middle school, but ultimately they're all going to wind up here. How are we doing with size? Are we looking to expand anytime soon?
Where we are right now, we have, I believe there's one vacant classroom in the new building, and then we have pretty much tapped out the legacy building, which is the old high school. I think we've used all of those classrooms. So you know, we still have some room, a little bit of room there. You know, the bigger concern, I won't say concern, but the issue that's going to need to be addressed are those common areas. You know, we've got classroom space, and we can make that work. But you know, when you're looking at cafeteria space, you're looking at hallways, you're looking at class transitions. Those are the challenges that, with continued growth, that we'll have to work at overcoming. Like we were talking a little bit ago, one of our big pushes here is we want school spirit to start booming again. I mean, we've got, like you mentioned earlier, we've had a lot of growth over these last years. People that are not from Bowling Springs area probably don't know the history and the tradition, and so we want to kind of get that ball rolling again and get a lot more school spirit going. But one of the big challenges we have is we have nowhere on this facility that we can get our entire student body together. We can only get 2 grade levels in the gym.
That's crazy.
You know, we can get 1 grade level in the auditorium. And so whenever we do any school-wide stuff, it has to be at the stadium. You know, and it's great we can get everybody there, but that distance kind of makes those pep rallies and those events a little bit more challenging. But it's you know, we're working on ways to overcome that and find ways for students to get involved, get excited about being here. So we'll continue to pursue every aisle.
Yeah, and you can continue to see the diversity around. You know, Jason, we were talking about you've been here forever. My whole family went to Bowling Springs. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, myself, and I worked here for 19 years before I left. So you continue to see it grow, but the diversity, and I think the flags that you guys have over and it shows all the nationalities around here. It's just amazing to see all that.
It's neat. I mean, you know, having that diversity is great. You know, these kids need to have real life experience. They need to know that that you're going to be interact with people from all walks of life. And so I think when we put those flags up, we were 39 different countries, and that was 2 years ago. So I mean, I imagine we're over 40 different countries represented here.
I didn't know we had 40 countries.
Huh?
I didn't go to Bowling Springs. I didn't get the quality education. I went to Spartan High.
That's Spartan High history there.
No comment on that.
They had 40 countries?
Yeah. But it's neat. It's cool to see. Like we had a student last year who was a exchange student from Norway, and went out in that the courtyard area. It was like, no Norwegian flag. I was like, well, we'll fix it. You know, we got it. And so we want all students to come to know that, hey, we care about what you're seeing. We understand that you're coming from I can't imagine going to another country.
Oh, no.
They maybe not speaking the language, going to school there, and so that's a small thing, but to a student it might not be. But, you know, see something familiar. You know, so that's kind of why we took that avenue.
Along those lines here, when my kids were elementary and early middle school, we hosted a Chinese exchange student through our church that went to another school, but lived with us for a whole school year. And you know, to this day, they still keep in touch. A little bit challenging because he's over in China now, so they can only text or Instagram so much, but the relationship they developed and the cultural exchange they had with an authentic Chinese student was, I mean, you can't put a price on that. That was just one of the best things we ever did, was expose our kids to that. And again, they still keep in touch. And that's having them in this building here, the cultural diversity, that's part of the education. That's something these kids will take with them. It's not just math and English now.
You can't teach that in the classroom.
No, you can't.
Yeah, so it's that experience is
so
huge.
we live that personally in this community as well, and that was great. So these kids get to see it all the time.
We've gone to a year-round modified schedule. Do you see that having any kind of problems or any kind of issues? What is that going to look like for us? It's
not as extreme as it sounds.
Yeah.
You know, we're a week earlier and a week later, pretty much, and we're not really even a week later. So I mean, it sounds more extreme than it is. I mean, it's getting started. Our teachers coming back in July was I think that was the biggest. Kind of, oh man, it's July. We're supposed to be at the beach.
We're supposed to be at Ocean Lakes.
We gotta get on our golf carts cruising around. But I think that was the biggest change. You know, for far as families, I think it'll be great having those breaks a little bit more often. Just that's great for our staff to kind of recharge, regroup, because our folks work hard. Our students work hard.
They do.
And having that break in October was nice, just kind of a little getaway opportunity. And then again in February, when maybe you don't have as many people vacationing and all that, so you have that time built in where you're not missing instructional time, you're not having to juggle family stuff around school commitments. The impact will be on athletics, of course, because life goes on. I mean, we still have sports going. And so, those kids will have to be here for practices, for games, things like that. But for the general student population and for our staff, I think that I think it'd be real positive.
Yeah, I mean, once they get used to it, on the younger level, my wife teaches 5-year-old kindergarten, and she says that usually the first month of the year, they're just kind of reteaching what the kids forgot over the summer. The summer slide, I guess, is what she calls it. That'll help out with this as well. It keeps the kids more engaged, and if you start them off young like that, it's got to just work its way up. It's going to be better for the kids academically as well and socially, because for some of the kids during the summer, they don't get to see each other. And now they get to see each other more often. It's just 2 weeks, but that 2 weeks is big.
Well, that was cool about open house tonight. We had, kids who came in. I saw them. I mean, they were waiting out there at 3:30. Doors open at 4.
Yeah.
They were ready to get in, and then saw them as I was walking down here. They're just hanging out, seeing their friends. I saw several of them, and I'm like, hey, you guys need to find your class. Like, nah, we're just waiting to find our buddies or whatever. So just that social connection that I feel here, I think is pretty neat that kids want to be here. Because I remember when I was in high school, I was not itching to go hang out up at the school, when school
Couldn't
session
find
was
me.
in. So, yeah.
Couldn't find me.
So the fact that they a lot of them truly do want to be here and like being here just because of the experience, and that says a lot about our community, our parents, and the kids that they're raising, and then also just about our staff. So
Yeah, and you've talked about the community involvement and wanting to get everybody. And Jason, we'll throw you back in on this one. I think you and I had talked about a little bit about the football games having these special nights and stuff like that. Can you go into that? I mean, I know you may not have everything set right now, but it's the community involvement maybe for the football season coming up.
Right. So we're gonna have a lot of things going on Friday nights. We're hoping to make it a great event for the entire community while they're here. Want to make everybody feel welcome and everybody feel like it's a part of Bowling Springs. And when they show up, they want to come back on the next Friday night. So a couple of big things that we're going to do that I'm excited about is on September the 4th. That's unfortunately we're away on September the 11th, but we're going to combine a military appreciation, a celebration of the 250 for America, a remembrance of 2011. That's just the 25th anniversary of that. So that's going to be a big thing, and our ROTC has really jumped on that, and they're going to take that by the horns and do a big thing there. So anybody that we have that is ex-military, officers, fire folks.
Yeah, got a few of us, right?
So we're going to be honoring those folks on that night. That's going to be a special time. And then on the 16th of October, when we got Dorman here, we're going to honor that 2016 upper state team.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good night that I'm excited about.
That
too.
close to winning it all.
That's right.
I still think we got the yardage.
Still think we got
the first down.
Yeah, ain't no doubt it was the first down.
I wasn't there, but I'm assured it was a first down.
I promise you it was the first down.
That's right. Yep. So those two right there just kind of stick out. Of course, we'll have youth night.
Yeah.
So we'll invite all the youth football guys to come out and honor them.
I think that's great that you're doing that, because that gets the community involvement and gets the crowd excited each week, something like that. On the military night, as long as you don't make the old guys wear their uniforms, because I'm twice the man I used to be.
we're gonna make your army crawl from
goal
line to goal line. How about that?
Been there, done that.
When is homecoming again? You don't know. Never mind.
I don't know the exact date right now. September. It's the third Friday in September. 18th. So we're looking at the third Friday in September.
Okay.
That's homecoming.
Anything else, Mr. McCraig, you want to add for me?
Well, I kind of jumped in, but I wanted to take a minute to thank you guys for your coverage of our athletes, our programs. It's pretty special for anybody that's not able to attend the games to be able to follow along with their athletes. Could be their grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, whomever. And but to have you guys, your coverage of our programs, I know our coaches appreciate it. I know I do. I know our athletes do. So I want to thank you, gentlemen, for your continued coverage and what you guys do for Boiling Springs Athletics. We appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate it. It's our honor to do it. It's a lot of fun, and getting the feedback is a lot of fun. People can tune in with our broadcast here. I've had people actually text us. They're overseas and waking up first thing in the morning. We've had years ago, I had people texting from Kuwait over serving because their nephew was playing on Friday night here at Bowling Springs. And that's how we keep up with it.
We've had people ask, why aren't you on the radio station? I'm like, well, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit better because you can watch Bowling Springs football or baseball or basketball anywhere in the world. I mean, as long as you got internet, you can jump on YouTube and watch Bowling Springs. You get a radio station, you're localized to what you can do. So we're worldwide, man.
Yeah, but we do it. It's all about the kids, and giving them the exposure that they work hard, and what started this years ago was we didn't have a local newspaper, didn't have the local radio stations down in Spartanburg and Dormans, things like that. So these kids up here deserve it as well. So that's when we kind of started this, and it's grown every year and had a lot of fun doing it.
Well, it makes a difference. So just know that you guys are appreciated, and we're grateful for it. So thank you,
appreciate
gentlemen.
it.
Thank you for the words.
We're going to take a quick break, come back. Head coach Matt Reel will be with us, and we're going to start talking about some football.
Hey, baby! Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's to-go.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church because we've been there. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Paris Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
It starts simply. A first meeting, a thoughtful question, a quiet moment of trust. From there, it grows into shared goals, honest conversations, and a plan shaped around your life's ambitions. Because the connection between you and your financial advisor is everything. And by investing in it, Raymond James has built a firm where things that start simply have boundless potential.
Raymond James, Financial Advisor, Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg.
Since 1925, Seawright Funeral Home has been caring for families in the Spartanburg area during the difficult times of personal loss. Staff at Seawright is committed to providing your family with exceptional service. They have an experienced staff. Their facility is located in beautiful downtown Inman. On site, there's a chapel, multiple viewing rooms, crematorium, and arrangement rooms. Experiencing the loss of a loved one is difficult. Allow the caring professionals at Seawright Funeral Home to honor your family with dignity and respect.
And we're back here at the fall preview at Bowling Springs High School with Tom Dixon along with Todd Waddell. And now we have head coach Matt Reel. The football season is here, Coach.
Yeah, it's been here for us for a long time, but now everybody else gets to start enjoying it a little bit more too. It's crazy, and I say this every year. People don't realize it literally never stops. Like we have dead season, open season, summer, all that kind of stuff. But for our kids, it never stops. They're constantly lifting, they're conditioning. We're getting ready for the season. We're practicing, going through crazy lightning delays, trying to get everything done today. It wasn't too bad for us. Our freshman team, they didn't get to get out the whole time. They were in the gym doing stuff, and they had an open house tonight, so we got them done at 5:30 so they can go up and tour the school and make sure they know exactly where they're going Thursday. But it gave us about a 20-minute delay, so hopefully, some of those guys we had coming up here to talk to you guys, who I'm sure these people would much rather listen to than me, hopefully they can get up here not too long from now, and we can get them out here and let people really hear the people they want to hear from.
Well, yeah, we got first scrimmage coming up, I guess, Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
Gray Collegiate coming to town.
Got a great team coming. Really excited. Coach Bryant does a great job. Coach Armstrong, know him really well in the strength world. He coaches O-line there. And Coach Assey, they do a phenomenal job of coaching their guys, and they're always super competitive, no matter who they're playing. So it's going to be a really good test for us, and we felt like we wanted to test our guys early and often in this scrimmage schedule to try and get them prepared for the non-conference, which is going to be loaded with good teams, and obviously what our region is. We got to be battle tested, and we got to we got to know who we got and what we got when we get to that point. You know, if you're still second guessing your stuff at that point, we probably ain't gonna do what we want to do. You know, so we're excited. There'll be a great test for us Thursday, and it being the first one, being at home. So we're excited to get after it and see somebody other than ourselves.
You know, the thing we talked about, you know, it's a year-round commitment for football. I think you told me one time before there's maybe 2 weeks out of the year that you're really not involved with the players, between conditioning and working out. That's like one. It's like maybe around Christmas and it's sometime in July or something.
Yeah,
week, whatever.
I think we got crazy and got to 5 this year. The last week of May, we use it as a kind of after spring ball to sit down and kind of look back through our team, give our guys a week off, give our coaches a week off, and just enjoy their families. And then we crank back up in June. But there's really 2 weeks at Christmas, spring break, and then our mandatory week off in July.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we added 1 week at the end of May this year. So, every year before now it's been 4, now it's been 5. And then obviously this coming year, with our kind of almost a year-round schedule coming, to us, everybody asks me, I'm like, we're here anyway.
Yeah,
So the sooner we can get them back in school and get them on a regular schedule, we're all for it. But we get a break in February, I think, now. So we may get crazy and add 1 more and get to 6, but we'll see.
Now they're getting lazy.
We may think that's too much time away. You know what I mean? But when I got here, there were certain things we needed to do, certain things we needed to change, and we needed to be able to catch up with those teams that we're competing with. And the first thing I told Mr. McQuigg and Coach Moxie at the time and all the people that were in there is we got to have a football class, and we got to be able to dominate. At all parts of the year, they have to be in this weight room. This is where it all began. This is where it all started. That's one of the first things I talked about in our press conference was we've got to dominate the weight room, and our kids have to lift. And we don't lift football specific. There's certain things we do as far as taking care of their bodies and prehab and things like that, but we train a whole athlete because all of our kids, not all, but 75% of our kids play some other sport. So we're not going to bring them in here, but our coaches here have been great. Coach Lip has been great. Let's have baseball guys in the fall. Coach Martin has his basketball guys train with us year-round, and it's been a commitment from those guys. Coach Mills has been very supportive, so they all understand what we're all trying to do. And once we got that set up, our administrators have been great. All of our kids are in class. All of our coaches are in class, and we have them year-round. And we're able to monitor their improvement, their height, their weight, the growth, their grades, everything that goes into it. We're able to do that and it's not just, well, we got you till December and then we'll figure it out, when we come back. And that's been monumental in trying to change, a lot of things that we've been able to do with these guys.
I'm convinced that you've got the right guy running the weight program here.
Well, if you could turn that camera up there and look at that wall.
Yeah, I'm convinced. You've got the right.
That's what I was going to bring up. It seems to be paid off with 2 back-to-back state championships.
Well, it's funny because we interviewed some really good guys, and me and Coach Moxie were kind of got to do that and be in charge of that. And we were sitting at the table, and Coach Blackwood came in, and he was the last guy that we were going to interview. Not because we set it up that way, it was just scheduling-wise. That's the way it worked out. And we were about 15 minutes into the interview, and I just started kicking Coach Moxie. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, what are we doing? We're wasting our time. Like, this is our guy. We already, we knew. And he just came in. He's brought life to the program. It's something that he takes a lot of pride in. Like, this is what he does. He lives it. He breathes it. He loves it. He educates himself. He's constantly learning. He's constantly growing. He's constantly trying to find the new things we can do that mixed in with the things we know have been tried and true. And then I've got a lot of guys on staff, too, that are very knowledgeable and understand, the specific things we've got to be able to teach. Coach Blackwood programs everything for every sport here. And when he's in here, he can't facilitate 140 football players at one time.
No.
He can pick and choose as he's working through this. So you got to have guys in here that understand what the movement should look like when our guys are doing it at their peak and when they're trying to just get through. And our staff has been really good about, taking racks and those being the only guys that they're watching and allowing Chanson to move, run the class, and give cues. But then our guys really help him in trying to hold kids accountable. And that's, when you get everybody on the same page and you continue to keep adding the technology, keep adding the knowledge that he has, and then it's all a relationship. Like, they got to like you too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to come in here and do what we ask them to do if they don't like you and they don't love you. They don't know that it's reciprocal. So that's a huge part of it too. It's just a whole athletic department environment, and I think Mr. Cole has really done a good job of jumping into that, and he's brought his own thoughts and things too that he really wants to push, which I think is going to be really good for us.
Yeah. We talked about the scrimmage Thursday night against Great Collegiate. Do we have another scrimmage before the Jamboree, or is it?
Yeah, so you got to have 3 days in between. So we've got a scrimmage Thursday here. Next Monday, we'll go to Pickens.
Okay.
Coach Reynolds and those guys. We'll go scrimmage over there on Monday evening. And then Friday will be the Jamboree here, and we'll have J.O. Man.
Yeah, we had the, hopefully you guys saw the press conference last week, and the D2 Jamboree coming up next week. We'll be here next Friday night at Bulldogs Stadium taking on J.O. Man. You hit on that a little bit in the press conference, but what do you expect to see out of J.O. Man?
Coach was at Gaffney for a long time, so they're very similar defensively. He was a DC there, and he was very successful there, and so he's kind of brought that with him offensively. A lot of they're going to be a true spread offense like most people are now. I think they're in year 2 with him being there, so they should be, you would think, a little bit better off as far as just structurally what they expect. What their jobs are, what the pillars of their program really is. And he's done a great job, man. He's a great guy. I knew when we got him, one, they had won a lot of games. I know their coach left, but that pride and tradition doesn't change just because a guy leaves. So, and then 2, they're going to be athletic. They're going to be very, very similar to what we're going to see and the teams we're going to be, competing with in our regular season and then in our region. So, for me, trying to find as many games like that or as many scrimmages like that as we can is just going to help us down the road. They got us last year, so, I told our guys, this is personal to me. Like, I expect us, especially at home, like this is our house. It's our Jamboree. Let's go freaking get the job done. And, we're kind of in the middle of trying to get our guys to really focus on the day-to-day work and not look ahead, not look ahead to Thursday, but once today's done, what can we do tomorrow to be the best version of ourselves? And that starts with hydrating, that starts with eating right, that starts with putting, food back in, getting me refueled. If the Corvette's going to run like a Corvette, we got to make sure we're putting, top flight fuel back into it, and that's kind of just having that approach every day of not looking ahead, but being really, kind of be where your feet are. And that's one thing I think I didn't do a great job of last year was making sure that our details were right for that individual week, and we kind of got ahead of some things, and it bit us, and that's on me, and I think that's been one thing we've talked about this year was really just honing in on what our goal is for this week, what our goal is for this day, and then, as your day goes, what's the next goal? For us in class, we're lifting first block. Let's have the best lift and the best meetings we can have. Then you need to go dominate second block. You need to dominate your lunch. You need to dominate third and fourth block, and then we got to get back to practice. So just trying to create some habits with our guys to where it takes that big picture out, and it just, hey, let's check this off. Let's check this off. And to me, when I had big goals, it always helped me to check off some smaller goals as we were going to feel like you were accomplishing something. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, man, is just trying to get those guys really locked into these small goals that we got that are going to eventually lead to some big things for them here on the horizon.
Yeah, so we got the 2 scrimmages and then the Jamboree, and then, bam, we're rocking the regular season August 21st. We'll get into the regular season now. You're going to open up with Southside Christian. It's somebody I don't think Bowling Springs has ever seen, going down over to Greenville to play Southside Christian.
It kind of just happened. We were both, when it was weird because everything got really pushed back this year with the realignment. There was some appeals. The original things came out, and then everybody made, as coaches, we're trying to get everything done in that 48 hours after it comes out. Well, then 2 weeks later, there's appeals made. There's schools that get bumped, and we kind of had it figured that we were going to be the Spartanburg teams we had plus one Greenville team was the initial look of what everybody was saying. And then there was like 4 things that had to happen for us to go up to Rock Hill, and literally that appeal went bam, 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 bam. And I called Moxie. I was like, we're going to go to Rock Hill, ain't we? He was like, probably going to go to Rock Hill. So it worked out, but, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, it don't matter if we're going there, if we're in the Spartanburg region, it don't matter. You're going to play great football teams. They're going to be well coached. They're going to have great players. They're going to have great schemes. They're going to be great atmospheres. You're going to play teams that have won a lot of football games. They've established. They've got tradition. It doesn't matter if we're going up there or if we're playing here at home. That's just what we are, where we've been, and that's not going to change. So going back to the Southside Christian, the schedule's kind of got, people schedule people, but then they got put into the same region. And then with the new system for the playoffs, it's essentially, there's a lot of RPI that's involved. The first and second teams in the region are guaranteed playoffs, and everything else is RPI after that. So you're not seeing a whole lot of 2A and 3A teams playing teams that are bigger anymore because the winning part is so important right now. And our coach, we kind of reached out to each other through just some different people, and I was like, well, look, man, if you ain't got a game by this date and I ain't got a game by this date, I don't want to drive 3 hours to play a non-region game. Let's make it work. And about a week went by, and he texted me back. He's like, Coach, I ain't got nobody. So we ended up, locking it in. So I think, it'll be a good game for us. They're, they win a lot of games every year.
Yeah.
Coach came with a big pedigree, back to South Carolina, and he does a great job with his team. It'll be a great, first game for us to kind of test where we're at. They got some really good players, a couple guys that are going to be Division I guys that we've already seen. And it should be a really good, first week game for us. And it'll be us going on the road, having to, play in an environment that's not at home with some younger guys. So it's going to be a really good test for us.
Yeah. So we had at Southside Christian the first week, and then we're back home for 2 weeks against Riverside and Catawba Ridge. Riverside, we got a little bit of revenge on on our minds for that one. They kind of messed us up in the playoffs last year, and then the Catawba Ridge team that I don't think we've ever seen before too. So
No, Catawba Ridge is a team I've really tried to do some stuff with before. Heard a lot of really good things about him and how he does things and how he coaches. Their teams are always really competitive. So it was a school that's not too far away. And to me, I don't like playing the same people over and over and over every single year. So, being able to get that game locked in and give us, that'll kind of give us a little Rock Hill feel too, before we have to go up there 2 times in a row. It should be really good. I'm excited to get some new faces on there. And, sometimes it's good for the kids. There's not stereotypes. There's not all this stuff that falls into, well, this and this. To me, it's pretty cool that we get to go play some different teams and, ultimately just get ready for those last 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah. And then week 4 and 5, we're on the road at Clover and back home against Hillcrest, some teams that we haven't played in the last couple of years, but we've seen them in the past. And we kind of,
Yeah, I locked it in Clover when Perry was still there. Me and Perry are really tight. He was at North Myrtle before I got there, and then we just kind of, I asked him a lot of questions about that place when I got the job there, and he was really good to me. So we kind of kept that relationship, and we played him for 2 years whenever he was there, and then Coach Swigert, got the job there, but I'd actually locked in with Perry. So you never know when a coaching change happens what's going to happen. Like, are they going to keep the schedule? Are they going to try to change it? But Bennett was really good. We obviously done some stuff together at Hillcrest whenever he was there. So it'll be a good game for us. They just hired Mitch Hall. Was a DC at PC and some different Newberry and some different places. So he's got a great staff there. That's a place too, man. Those people love Clover. They're big time fans. There's great community support there. It's actually going to be a Thursday night game. We didn't find that out until after we'd already signed the contract, but they're having to share their stadium with Lake Wiley right now. So it is what it is. We'll have a little bit move things up a little bit, and coaches will get a Friday night off. It might not be all too bad in the long run, but it'll be a JV will play on Wednesday here that week, and then Thursday we'll go to Clover, that night. So it'll be something different. Maybe a little NFL Thursday night football, just something different for the kids, but we'll change up our, what we do. We'll move things up a day and just, have to do things a little bit different that week. But I really like our non-region schedule. I think it's a good one. It should be very competitive in every game we play. And I think that they kind of build, every week, and that's what you want going into, luckily for us, we get a bye week. Our bye week will fall right before region starts, which I love. Hopefully, any bumps and bruises, we can get those healed up. It gives us 2 weeks to prepare for Northwestern. That was one thing when I was at North Myrtle. We always tried to work our schedule where we had a bye week before we played Myrtle Beach. That was always my thing we tried to set up, and they just did so many things. It gave us 2 weeks to go over everything, and it gave you an extra week to get healthy, an extra week to really review previous games you played against, on which Northwestern, that's not really going come into effect. But it gives us 2 weeks to prepare for arguably the best team on our schedule. We got some really good ones on there for sure. But having 2 weeks to get ready for them, I think that's nothing but a positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you talked about after Hillcrest, the non-region schedule, and then we the bye week, and then bam, we're into Region 2 5A, and it's everybody has talked about Region 2 5A over the years, how tough it is, and it didn't get any easier this year. We lost Gaffney and Burns, obviously, but you're going to pick up Northwestern and Rock Hill back-to-back, travel both of those games down Highway 5, and Northwestern teams coming off of 2 straight state championships, I believe. Rock Hill, and then you got Dorman at home, Spartanburg on the road, and then wind up at Fort Mill. So Region 2 5A is
the only way it would have been worse if they had just left Gaffney and Burns in there with us. But then you just had the whole gamut to go through. But no, people were like, man, you're not playing Gaffney and Burns in the region. I'm like, yeah, but we're playing Northwestern and Rock Hill. It ain't like
you didn't lose nothing.
They're really good, and I know Paige very well. We've actually done a lot with him. I say a lot. We've done competitions with them specifically in the summer because I wanted our kids to see what that looks like and compete against those guys. And Coach Boulware was actually with me at North Myrtle for a short period of time, and we've kept up. And me and him kind of talk a lot. And he got his job at Louisville. We talked a lot. When he was at Lugolf Elgin, we talked a lot. And he's figured it out, man. He's in a great place. He's got a lot of support. There's a lot of players that are poured into that school. We saw him this summer at some competitions. So, man, it's going to be just knock down, drag out. Like we expect every single week when we get to those region games.
Yeah, it's that schedule is set up, boy, to get us ready though for the playoffs. I mean, that's the caliber teams we're going to be seeing when we do get to the playoffs.
Absolutely, and we've lost to a state champion the last 3 years.
Yep.
So,
can we not play Dutch for it?
Well, some of that, and that's what I've told our staff, told our kids is, the first year we got in, we lost some games, a couple games that if we won those games, we don't play. We're in the opposite side of that bracket. Lincoln's year when we had all those seniors Kyle and Sydney and Jameer and all those guys, we lost to Burns the very last game of the season. If we win that game, we host a home playoff game. We're in the opposite side of the bracket. And then last year, same thing. We lost 2 games in the regular season that really hurt us. Mm-hmm. Not just in the regular season, but then, as far as your playoff projections and where you fall. And I felt like there was a couple years where if we don't get matched up with them in the second round, we got a chance to be in the third or fourth round, and play them then. And it's a little bit different outlook, if that's what happens. So really, like we've talked about this whole offseason, Bowling Springs have got to quit beating Bowling Springs.
Yeah.
And we did some, a lot of competition this summer, and we had some success. We had some failures, and our failures all came back to the route wasn't at the right depth. We dropped the ball. All the things that pointed back to us making a mistake. And I think that's the thing that the Dutch Forks, the Northwesterns, Dorman, that last year, as good as they were, like the things that they don't beat themselves. They're going to play a clean game. They're going to be efficient. They're going to do all the little things right. And then when you mess up, that's whenever the game changes. And that's just where we got to get to.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at the schedule, especially our region schedule. I don't know of a team. I don't know enough about Fort Mill right now. I know how they used to be, but I don't know of a team on that schedule that if you make a mistake, they're not going to make you pay for it.
No, Fort Mill, I think, had a really good year last year. Had a really good core group of guys, just tough, disciplined. I was watching some of their game with Northwestern last year, and it was a very close game for a long time. And they've done a great job of there was 2 or 3 years there where they were struggling like we were. And they've made a ton of strides with their program, a lot of support there, a lot of community people that love Fort Mill High School, and they've done a great job of building that back up. And there's not a game. This is what I tell our guys all the time. We can go 10-0, or we can go 0-10. There's not a game where we can just show up. There's not a game where we can just say, all right, we got this. So we got to make sure that we are on our P's and Q's at all times, and we're getting the job done. First play to the very last play of the game.
All right, we got some players starting to filter in. We want to talk to them. So we're going to take a real quick break. We'll get the microphone set up and everything, and we'll be back in just a second.
Hey, baby, Wings Etc. now offers online ordering. Use your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Visit to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can order all your favorites exactly the way you like them. That's to-go.wingsetc.com for a direct connection to all your favorites. Wings, ribs, burgers, wraps, salads, ultimate nachos, and more. Order what you love, and it'll be ready for pickup before you even know it. Online ordering at Wings Etc. Well, click, then go.
Wings Etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road in Bowling Springs.
Have you been hurt by church? Have you maybe lost your faith or lost your way? We understand that at View Church because we've been there. If you're looking for an authentic place to worship with authentic people that understand brokenness, we would love for you to come and be our guest sometime. We have 2 services at 8:30 and 11, and we're located at 5555 Paris Bridge Road in Bowling Springs. Come, find hope again.
All right, back here at the fall preview for Bowling Springs High School for the 2026 football season. Coach Real, you have some players coming in with us. Let's start off our first guest tonight. Kind of take it from there.
Yeah, Emery Logan, senior, quarterback, slash wide receiver, slash whatever you need him to do. He's getting some college interest at both positions, so we're not going to put him into one category right now, but really excited, having him back for another year. Get him, a true year and a half in our system now. I think he really knows, exactly what we're trying to do. I think last year was, especially early in the year, was just kind of flying by the seat of his pants a little bit. Just really athletic, going to figure it out. But now I think he just is poised, understands, pre-snap, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is where I'm probably going to go. I think his decision-making has been really good this summer. And 2, at quarterback, we ask a lot from a leadership standpoint. It's not a place where you can shy away from, responsibility. So I think for me, just seeing him grow into that and really want to take on those characteristics has been great. And we know we're going to put a lot on his shoulders, but in a good way, in a way that we know he can take care of it and he can do it, not a way where we got to put pressure on him.
Yeah. Well, Emery, I know last year one of the things I really remember about you in the playoff game is you could also win the high jump when you scored that touchdown. I think I said something to you about that, but you.
Oh, yes, sir.
I think you took off. It looked like you took off from the 10-yard line and landed. I was worried about you getting your feet in the back corner of the end zone.
I just got really excited.
Well, and you should have. That was a phenomenal play, and that kind of builds on the momentum. Hopefully through the offseason it carried on to that, and I know you're excited about getting started back here. Of course, I say getting started. Y'all been working since the last play of last season.
Yes, sir.
But you're about a week or so away from it. I mean, it's on.
It's here now.
Yeah, it's here.
Yes, sir.
Usually when school starts, it's here. And it's here. You got a scrimmage coming up Thursday, and then Monday, and then the jamboree, and then Friday nights are tied up through Thanksgiving if we play our game right. So what are some things that, you're focusing on, that personal goals and team goals? What are some of the things you're focused on?
For one, I just want to, get my name more out there to colleges, get an opportunity to play at the next level. And I say for us to, make a deep, deep run in the playoffs and, show that we is capable of doing anything that we put our mind to.
And that's what team leadership is all about, is making sure all the players around you believe the same thing. Put your mind to it, execute, because you getting the game plan is putting the work in and supporting each other.
Yes, sir.
So, looking for a great season there. Coach, you got to be good to have a quarterback coming back from last year that's seeing the system, showing you last year a lot of good signs there and a lot of good plays. And, yeah, everybody makes some mistakes when they're learning the system, so capitalize, fix those and take the team on the shoulders this year.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things we talk about at any position is, are you coachable? And can you take constructive criticism that you're going to get, obviously, from us, from other players, and then weed it out and take the information from it and apply it. And I think he does a great job of that. He wants to be great, and that's a big part of it. If you've got somebody that's just complacent and comfortable, then, I think you get yourself in a lull. And I think the one thing I love about this team this year is there's a lot of guys that want to be great. They want to do all the things that it takes to be great. And it's not just, well, I'm going to show up and expect it. But they put in a lot of extra work. Some of the guys that are getting ready to come in here that you're going to talk to some more after Emory is the same way. And they've got an opportunity this year to make huge plays for us and to showcase themselves, for the next level. And a lot of these guys already have offers. They've already got opportunities in front of them, but they're still hungry to get even more. And hopefully we can do that, and we can put them in a position as a coaching staff where their talents, the things that they do well, we can showcase those things.
Yeah, again, it builds on, and with the quarterback position, I mean, you're the leader on the team, especially out there on the offensive side. It all starts with you, and I know you've embraced that. So a little bit about that, what excites you about this team that you got around you and the support staff you have with you on the field?
I would say to have some returning receivers that, I'm already, close with and got good chemistry with. That's a good thing to have. So if we want to put the ball in the air, we can. Then we got a returning running back. Then we got some young running backs that's still with us. So our backfield gonna be good. And then our O-line, they coming all together real good. So as long as everything goes planned, then the year should be fine.
Yeah, Emory, you look at the schedule. Is there any game sticking out that you're really looking forward to more than the other? Spartanburg.
I can't believe he said that. I can't believe that was even a question.
I just said we're trying to worry about tomorrow, and then I got Mr. Waddell comes out with, hey, what game 5 months from now are you really excited about?
Hard to find. Good help, hard to find. I'm sorry.
How did I know he was going to say
that? Man.
I can't believe.
Just completely cut my legs out from under me.
All right, Emory, you got scrimmages coming up. We'll get back to it.
No, we won't.
We'll go back. You got the Gray Collegiate coming up, and you got some scrimmages, and then you got the Jamboree here at home. What do you just want to show out in front of your home fans next Friday night?
Most definitely. Last year, that was my welcome to Bowling Springs moment, to be honest, when I got to play in the Jamboree, because I had ended up starting that game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, looking forward to seeing you out there and leading this offense this year, man. Looking forward to everything you're going to do for us. We'll get some more guys. Dennis, you want to come on in?
Come on in, man. Somebody can grab a mic.
Somebody grab a mic. Everybody come on in. We'll just talk. We'll talk to everybody at one time, and I'll try to get everybody on. Just gather around Dan there. And
here, I can stand up. Y'all grab a seat. Y'all the ones been out there working for the last 3 hours.
All right, so, Coach, we've got...
Me introduce them?
Yeah.